first 3 albums. Are you got any plans of re-releasing the rest of them on vinyl?
Do you have any preferences?
Well, if I'd have known, vinyl, Universal, I only bought a CD then because vinyl will go now. But if now it's selling for like 300 quid.
I've heard that Universal's very
yeah,
good
it's
for
very,
lots of
very
money
rare.
actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got several boxes at home. Wow, thank you!
You're going to be spotting them all.
I know how I'm paying for my Christmas presents now.
From tonight, you'll see them on.
Yeah, I mean, let's get this 40th over with all the stuff that we've done for that, and then we'll go. Because one thing I have to say is, when Universal re-released the vinyl in the original sleeves, they did an amazing job of actually trying to get the Pantones right and the colours. They really were very, very good on that. So
the first
I think we
they
would
look like the original.
We would consider doing that again. Yeah.
Matthew Street, where the reincarnation of Eric's is back again.
Yeah.
So the Cavern. Would you ever consider a secret gig?
What, at the Cavern?
On Eric's?
Or Eric's? I mean, we did reopen Eric's when it reopened for a while.
Boy, did we get shit off the other Eric's alumni for that. It's not the real Eric's, you shouldn't play it. Nothing's the same as the real Eric's. It's like, no, but you know what? It's another live venue, you know, it's just... we played there. They've shut it again now, haven't they? The sub-basement is not open anymore.
We keep getting asked to play the Cavern. Whether we will or not, I don't know.
Listen, there's another 40 years to go. Anything.
Next question.
Well, first of all, thanks very much for this fantastic opportunity to talk to you. I've listened to the unreleased tracks on the way up from Devon today.
Right.
Absolutely brilliant.
Do you enjoy it? Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Well, thank you.
I've got a fun question.
Yeah.
Can you remember doing the video to Maid Of Orleans at Fountains Abbey in Yorkshire? Were you actually on the site?
No, we actually weren't at Fountains Abbey.
We just did.
Because
we were doing, we were still working on Architecturality, weren't we?
No,
we were at the Manor though.
We were at the Manor, we were mixing some live something or other. Were we mixing live at Drury Lane or something like that?
Yeah,
so we were at the Manor, that's why we were filmed at the Manor. So the playing the chess and the big table, and me gazing out the window in that beautiful jumper. Nothing says I don't want to be a pop star more than that mustard jumper, does it? I mean, that was a statement.
I'm amazed it's not been eaten by moths. But it's still a good one.
I tell you what, though.
Do you wear it sometimes? Down the pub or something?
On special occasions. The crashing disappointment was I was so sure I had my dad's sleeveless cardi somewhere that I wore in the Enola Gay video and I couldn't find it. I'm like, oh no, I don't know where it's gone, but I found that. But yeah, no, we weren't there, but we were at the Manor, so they shot Fountains Abbey and then they shot us at the Manor and edited together.
But we did wake up that morning and there was snow everywhere. We thought, result, because it's going to look so much better in this way.
Next question.
You mentioned earlier about the new generation of music or the next generation of music, like the sound of the future. What is your opinion on bands that have been inspired and influenced by your sound, like sort of Blossoms and Killers and Stealing Sheep and people like that?
Yeah.
And what do you listen to them? Who do you listen to in your own time and new generation of music wise?
I mean, first of all, it's really flattering that bands cite us as an influence. Talk about dazzle ships before even radio had cite dazzle ships as an influence. So in that sense, it's really flattering that people like it. I mean, yeah, we love the bands you mentioned, and we love their work. There's a lot of interesting music around. I know it's quite hard now for new bands to break through. But yeah, there's some really good. And what are we listening to? New bands.
Well, I mean, actually, I like the sound of the Blossoms, but I think their new songs are even better now. They've got even better songs. So I think the Blossoms are just getting stronger all the time. Stealing Sheep I love, and we actually asked them to tour with us in Germany, but they clashed with some of their own gigs. So, and of course, the amazing thing for me was that Emily, the bass player, I used to date her mum when we were 18. It's like, that made me feel old. She's not my daughter, by the way. But yes, I mean, I went to see Stealing Sheep at the Olympia earlier this year when they had the BBC music. I just thought, this is so good. That's why I wanted to ask him to play with us. So there's still great new music out there, and we probably don't have our ear to the ground like we used to have. But there is good new music out there, and we like to encourage us. One opportunity we have when we're touring is to invite people along, you know.
Yeah.
There's another question at the front there.
Hello. You have been to the Philippines a number of times before, and I think you will know that we love you so much in the Philippines. I just wanted to ask, do you think the inclusion of If You Leave in the Pretty Big soundtrack helped the Maid OMD became like global super songs? And another thing is, do you mind that people still call OMD a new wave band?
First of all, If You Leave, it did open a lot of territories up for us who weren't, a lot of our early stuff wasn't successful in that territory. I mean, firstly, America, it was our first massive hit in America. So and because it was a massive hit in America, there was a knock-on effect for the rest of the world because people sort of worked up to OMD more than they had in the past. So, it kind of expanded our audience hugely. And then people, when they discovered If You Leave and liked it, they started to go back and listen to it in the Philippines. People went back then to listen to our earlier stuff, and we had a fantastic show. We played where the Thriller in Manila happened. We played that venue, which was amazing, full of history and
that was one of the hottest I've ever been on stage because there's no air conditioning in that place. It was unbelievably humid playing in that arena. But I still danced, and all I kept saying to myself was, I'm exhausted, but I haven't got Joe Frazier hitting me in the face for 14 rounds. So, we'd love to go back again. It's been too long. It's the thing I want to raise. We get people saying to us all the time, why don't you come to our country? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you there? There's so many places we would love to go, but we have to get a promoter to offer us enough money to get there, because it's practical. It's like, if they only say, we're going to put you in a 500 club and we'll give you 5,000 euros, you go, well, we're going to lose 50,000 trying to get there. And so it's been frustrating. I mean, we finally got down to 2 of the South American countries this year, which was great. We are finally going to Australia and New Zealand at the end of next year, which we're so excited about. But there's still loads of places. I mean, I want to go back to South Africa.
Yeah, we're not going there for a while.
So
explore Brazil.
It's not that we hate people's countries when we don't go there. It's just we have to actually be given an offer that makes sense that we can go there.
One last question then. So these last 2 hands over here.
Out of all of your material, which has been most difficult to produce?
What, in terms of
singles?
To produce?
To write and deliver. I think
If You Leave us hard.
No, actually, If You was a piece of cake. We wrote it in a day off the top of our heads.
But it was probably the most stressful time we've ever had. The hardest.
Souvenir was a trauma for me.
Yeah.
Because Enola Gay was hard for Paul because it wasn't his baby. It was the first song that was written by one of us and not both of us. So it was hard for Paul to kind of adopt it. And I had the same problem with Souvenir. That my feeling initially was that it was just too sweet. And I tried to like fuck it up with driving punk bass lines like da 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 da. Fortunately, none of them worked, and I got overwritten by everybody else. So, that was hard. I mean, I would also say, actually, Don't Go was quite difficult because we wrote it a couple of years ago, and we held on to it. We held on to it because we thought, there's something really good in this. And then when we went back to it earlier this year, I'm like, well, this is good and that's good, but there's something, it doesn't quite happen. Something's missing. And I redid all the vocals, and we changed the drums, and we added, and it was like, yeah, it's getting there. And then finally, you know, for about the 5th time, I went to London and went to Paul's studio. And typical Humphreys, you know, doesn't know what he's capable of. He just goes, well, I've had this idea, it's a melody, it's a bit craft, but you know, maybe we could make something out of it. And he just, the melody came out, I was just like, that's it, that's what it's been waiting for the last 5 months. It's like, there it is. And then the great thing was, I went, what happens if we take that melody and repeat it at the end over the vocals? And of course, it just so happened that the melody, the notes, right in between my vocals, and so every hit's a long note, then I sing, and the two dovetail together. And it wasn't intentional, it was subconscious. But as soon as that melody went on the track, it was like, it works. But that took us 5 months of really going, I don't know, maybe we don't have a 40th single, we can't do it, you know.
It's going to be called 39 times 40.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, there have been times, you know, when it's been really hard. And there have been other times when, you know, we did the best job we could, and we thought we'd done something quite good, but, you know, our radar wasn't quite on, and then you look back a few years later and you go, maybe we could have done something better, I don't know. But generally, we're happy with the overall quality.
My final question for the band with the #1 single here. Someone over there.
Somebody down here has been putting their hand up all the time as well. We need this is the penultimate question.
Yeah.
So,
how simple was Stuart and Martin in the writing of some of the songs?
Well, you know, over the decades, they've had an influence. You know? I mean, Stuart wrote 7 on 7 Seas with Andy, and Martin, you know, was a writer with me on Souvenir. He contributed to If You Leave, he contributed to So I Love Talking About It. So, you know, he has made important contributions to both have made important contributions to the band.
one of the things is that actually both of them still have teenage kids. And I think that they can only give so much time. I mean, and we go on tour now for a large part of the year. And, you know, I mean, I know, for example, when Stuart gets home, his wife is like, lovely to see you, here's the kids, I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks. Bye. So I think that most bands have primary songwriters, and I think if you try to do too much by, committee, it loses its focus. So I think, we're comfortable with what we do, and Martin and Stuart do their own thing. And you know what? I don't want to play the drums. I can't play the drums. That's what Stuart does. And, Martin is the most note perfect out of all of us on stage. Martin is an incredible musician who virtually never, ever, ever makes a mistake. And again, I certainly make, if I get through a gig with less than 20 mistakes, it's a great gig. And even he makes mistakes. Not as many as me, but Martin is perfect. And we respect that. I can't do it, Paul can't do it.
Yeah.
That's what Martin does.
Yeah, Martin's amazing.
Where's the final question?
Somebody down here kept putting their hand up. There we go.
Hello, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you all.
Hello.
Right, so it's a two-part question, actually, so it's going to go from sublime to ridiculous, if you don't mind. We talk about Maid Of Orleans earlier on, right? That's how we was one of the 3 singles from Architect and Morality. All 3 were very atmospheric, very unusual, and it gives us a sense of pride, obviously, you as well. But don't you find it a beautiful paradox that Maid Of Orleans in particular had the strangest intro of any song in the top 5 charts of any song?
It really did. It's quite bonkers when you look back that was actually a single, because it starts with 50 seconds of like distortion and craziness. Mellotron basically through every effect with the guitar.
We only did that because we recorded the song where the drum machine comes in, and it was so short. We were like, this needs to be made longer. And so we just invented all, I mean, we weren't thinking about it as a single, we just invented all this noise to kind of create an environment that the song would grow out of. Never expected it to be a single, and when it was, well, I mean, do you know what we used to love? In those days when we did Top of the Pops, you know, there was still all sorts of strange, you know, we'd be standing on our stage and there'd be like, Cliff Richard, Lena Zabaroni, the BBC Orchestra doing something for Elton John or with Legs & Co. And we were standing there going, in a minute they're going to get 50 minutes of distortion. 20 million people at home are going to spit their chip butty out. Results!
Great, the other second part of the question is going even further than that, when we started looking at names of the band, looking at deliberately provocative names, what on earth are you thinking when you came up with Hitler's Underpants?
We didn't actually come up with Hitler's Underpants, no, it was
Adrian Pratt.
Adrian Pratt was a good name for him.
Were there any other names you were considering that were equally provocative, or did you already have your own deep plan?
Well, I think we've been on record saying that we got away lightly with Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark because right underneath it on my wall I had written Margaret Thatcher's Afterbirth.
So we could have been we probably don't. I mean, I remember when we phoned up Sounds and said, well, we will never get anywhere with a name like Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. I think they would have been right with Margaret Thatcher's Afterbirth.
But it's, I mean, it's been an incredible 40 years, and I mean, you know, we could probably do this for hours and hours and hours, and I actually quite like to, but I guess you're going to kick us out. Listen, I do hope that you've had time to look at these things, because even we are quite chuffed with this. We're like, wow, this makes us look good, this makes us look interesting. And, you know, I mean, and these instruments really are, you can hear them, you know, that is the bass guitar that is on Enola Gay and Messages and Tesla Girls and Souvenir and Joan of Arc. That is the farfisa that Martin used to play, the elgam that Paul used to play, that we used on statues. All those things there, you know, obviously made our incredible journey that we were on with.
I mean, the whole of the first album was made by stuff in that box.
So it's it's quite. I mean, it is as John Dowie said in our book. You know, Paul Humphreys was playing a load of keyboards that looked like he got them out of a skip at a pack of Argos, and they did.
Maybe you could revisit the haircuts for your next guitar together.
I was thinking about going back to that look, actually.
Yeah, I don't think either of us could grow those hair anymore. But no, I mean it's been great, and also I mean, and that over there as well. You know, I mean, some of my poster designs and things that never got used, and then you know on the other side, the amazing John Petch images that have been used. You know, almost 40 years later. So it's just, you know, it's been great. And we have to thank BME for allowing us to go delving into our antics.
No, thank you. So, thank you all for coming, but if you could join me in thanking BME's really great.
And thank you all for 40 years of support and continued support.